because I had to go. Dad asked the other day that I was going to eat to fill in all the potholes there on the road and in front of my driveway. And then I came home the other day and did the yard work because I wanted to get the dog poop up while it was so I did that and then cleaned that. And then this morning, while it was cool, I went out there and picked up the dirt and filled in the road and the driveway with the dirt today. So I got to it. I wanted to get to it as soon as possible. But I had some very important work to do. You know, I have this brain that never shuts off, and I have to try to help people, guide people through this matrix of this mind control network, because there's constant forms of relative interactive, quote, collateral damage. You know, there's, like I told Brendan at Johnson Park, there's multiple ways we can get through, and because people sit there, now every life is written, da-da-da. No, in the book, the way the book is written, it revolves around the lives of only certain people. And other people's lives that are genetically spliced off that aren't closely related can be adversely affected. You know, this person was meant to die for a reason because you guys made it so. Okay, but it's not necessarily. Life is not a joke, and it's not a number, and it's not a commodity, and a person is just not a mere coin that you drop into a slot machine, and then you get all the things in a row, and then boom, 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 times has a whole bunch of coins, and you just got lucky. You don't get lucky on the slot machines in Las Vegas. It's a computer-run machine, guys. Okay, and it's run off of voice activation of who wins and who doesn't. Ken told me about it when I was at Southwest Airlines. This gay flight attendant had a crush on me. He's a sweet guy, really charming black guy. And he said, yeah, you can go in there. All you got to do is play the slot machines. You sit there and you get your quarters, you pump it in, and you have this attitude, and you play, and you have fun, and then you sit there and go, okay, I'm going up to the room. This is stupid. I'm just going to... And he goes, I've done this 4 times at 4 different casinos, and I always win. $5,000. I've won about $20,000 in the last 3 years playing the slot machines doing this method. I don't do it a lot, but I only do it when I can get down there and then I do it, and it works. No, you're kidding. That's not worked every time. They're monitoring these, and then they give to the and then they win, and everybody gets excited. Hey, he just won! And pumps more coins in those slot machines. It's won on a computer operating system, guys. The house odds for the slot machines are like, yeah, they're computer slot machines now. They do it on a little thing. They're not the little thing that work on a mechanism that works on tumblers and all that. No. And even if it did work on tumblers and all that, they could still monitor your voice through the thing on the thing at the casino, and they could still activate mechanisms that stop the machine on the right tumblers to get you the money necessary to keep you there pumping quarters and silver dollars into those machines. God damn, people, you're dumb. That is so fucking easy to manipulate. You'd have to be a complete human fucktard not to comprehend and understand. Don't play the slot machines unless, of course, you are a smart homosexual that can figure out that they're on voice-activated things run by the surveillance, run by the surveillance of the hotel itself. $5,000 for Caesar Palace is not a lot of money, guys. No, they have guys doing heavy rollers up there doing $250,000 bets that they just lost to the house. If they take $500 back and give it to a gay flight attendant at Southwest Airlines, that's just like good business. We just took $250,000 from Michael Jordan at the crap table. Ken, here's $5,000. Thanks. You followed him in here? Good. It's fun to watch him lose, isn't it? Fuck, people. You are so dumb. My God, you're dumb as hell. This is... How dumb are they, Ralph Parsons? Yeah, I think you covered it, Ralph. There, no need to take the dead horse. Okay, thank you. I'm sorry. Do you have any idea how stupid... Okay, sorry, Ralph. I'm sorry. I'm just so grumpy, okay? I have a family that is cocksure that they have magic real estate from praying to Jesus because their pastor told them so. And like that, those guys, Mormons, that won't play in the NFL because they're sure that the other guys that are doing that are not keeping the Sabbath holy, and they're putting their souls in jeopardy and going to a magic kingdom that the Quorum of the 12 is proselytizing. But because you're working for the church and now work for the church corporations that make lots of money anyway, and you're giving up that NFL on Sunday stuff, the Sabbath is Saturday. But okay, do you see what I'm saying? That they're cocksure that this is like helping give them a place in heaven with 18 glorious, gorgeous wives to own 4 planets once they die. It's serious. People actually believe this stuff, guys. I am not shitting you. They have the surveillance. This stuff is related and equated on supercomputers, on computer programming, and there are people plugged into computers that can connect to me. And someone like Jiddu Krishnamurti going, yes, Ralph. You want another example? No, Jiddu, I'm fine. That one worked. That'll do. That'll do, Jiddu. That'll do. What about your life? Oh, yeah. Make sure that they know that, too. Yeah, I was sitting there, okay, in my house. And my wife, who hadn't given me sex for about 2 years, got pregnant by another man, would go online and have cyber sex with other guys, make sex video for this guy that she kept calling husband because he coached her to call her husband because they made the sex videos and she didn't call him by name. She just called him husband. So she could send the videos to him online and then he could show them to men in Bulgaria. And then when she got to Bulgaria, guys would be willing to pay lots of money to act out these fantasies with her in her house that looked a lot like Tony Perez, but Tony Perez wanted just sex for taking her to the hospital. These guys were willing to pay 500 euros to have sex with her because she was exotic looking and different than a lot of the girls in Bulgaria. Do you understand? I knew it and I explained it to her. He's coaching you and you're a pervert. You're an asshole. I'm like, no, you don't care. And you're just mad because Natalie heard this. And it makes you look stupid and makes me look intelligent. God dang. And then you're going to make me, and the intelligent person always wins with a stupid person. They murdered Jesus. And he's still more intelligent, faithful, brave, and courageous and beautiful than any of the people that got him murdered by Roman law. Intelligent people always beat stupid people, no matter what the relative interactive of the circumstances. Okay? Lee Harvey Oswald, stupid. Jack Kennedy, not. Those 5 stupid sons of bitches in Harlem that shot Malcolm X? Stupid. Malcolm X? Not. James Earl Ray? Fucktard. Martin Luther King Jr.? Not. Fucktard. Get it? Fucking cowards. You'll never be able to even carry my jockstrap or lick the bottom of my shoes clean if I step in dog shit. Don't fuck with me. I was sitting there at my house and she was laying naked after pregnancy in bed next to me for like 3 solid months. And I just couldn't take it anymore. And I sat over there and I said, Amy, could you just I'm horny as hell. And you don't give me sex. And I'm your husband and I help take care of Crumb. I got him medical benefits. I did all this stuff. She didn't want to have him. So I'm sitting there, but then afterwards, after she had him, her and Yurgov had this great idea. Don't let him sign the birth certificate. We can bring him here. I'll sign the birth certificate, and that gives me access to American citizenship. So that's what they did. And I'm like, and she goes, he has a father. He's going to take care of him. The guy that tried to abort him twice and then decides to use him for dual American citizenship because you didn't have me sign the birth certificate when you say I got you pregnant, when I didn't have sex with you till late March and you got pregnant near Christmas. Fuck, Amy, you're an asshole. So I'm sitting there and I'm like trying to talk her into staying home with the baby and not going there. Just stay here and we'll work it out together, and together we'll help make this world a better place if you just stand by me and help me watch these kids, work at McDonald's, I'll work at Fry's, we'll always have someone here to watch the kids, we'll survive through this shit quagmire, I won't have to go anywhere, I'll do it all right here from Sierra Vista and you'll help me, and you'll be the biggest turnaround of any woman in the history of the world. You went from the most mindless, stupid, or skank slut to a woman who had faith and was courageous and helps this man save us from those fucktards at the fort a block away watching this shit happen. No, Jay, no, it's not happening. You're just crazy. You're stupid. So I sat there, right? And I rubbed up against her. I was like, please, just let me. I rubbed my genitals on her body and ejaculated because I really needed to, because I was really still physically attracted to her, and she was my kid's mom, and I wanted to fix her and I wanted her to change. Then I have this man, the one who told me about the Atlantic City mayors that all end up embezzling everything from Atlantic City and moving to Miami with all the people's money from Atlantic City they embezzled. And he sits there and he talked to me, and he sat there and I guess he shared the information with his wife on the surveillance he was able to have privy to about what happened in my trailer. And him and his wife had decided rape is rape, and what you did to her was a form of rape, and you molested her. And I felt bad. I'm like, shit. And then I'm like, wait a minute. You guys are watching my bedroom? And you're seeing what's happening? And you're coming and judging me and telling me rape is rape? Okay, you know Natalie's being sexually groomed and you're not saying anything about it. Why don't you say something about that? Why don't you go to the cops and say, he molested her, he rubbed his penis against her genitals and ejaculated on her back, like I've done a million times before, after she's fucked guys at the fort that work with you, because she wouldn't let me put it in her vagina, because she would just let me just close enough, and then she'd say no, and then she would laugh. And I'd roll over in the bed and go, God, I have to go into the bathroom and grab the computer and look up peaches on blackbubblebutts.com just to finish myself off without getting a horrific case of blue balls. That's not a form of rape or abuse? If you're going to watch, why don't you explain this all to your wife? Just tell her the one part that makes you feel better, like you're a better man than me? Yeah. And I'm sitting there, and afterwards I was like, bullshit, man. She went and fucked people and exposed me to sexually transmitted diseases. She did all kinds of horrible things. She took all her money and spent it on fucking other guys and left me and the kids in impoverished conditions. And that's not the equivalent of rape? You guys are in no position to judge me at all. Okay? That's pathetic what you guys did and what you still do. Okay? All the people that spied on me and didn't stand up for me and help me. Jamar Cotton is a good guy, and I really trust him and I love him. I know he's in a precarious position. But he's a good kid, and I really like him, okay? And of all the people in the Sheriff's Deputy Department, I definitely tolerate Jamar the best. And I followed his career in college football, and he was one of the stars. He won the Heisman Trophy on my 2006, because he was my left outside linebacker. And I just liked him, and I followed him. And he's been someone I've particularly followed through things. He's from the New Jersey area, I believe. Yeah, and stuff. But played under Hal Mumme. And he migrated here for a reason, and he stayed on our Sheriff's Deputy Department, and we've had 2 or 3 conversations about relativity and apocalypse and about what's happening with the surveillance net and how we can have better access to it to keep people way more safe than what we do. Well, that's because I heard this advertisement about, what was it, Simply Safe or Just Safe or whatever? Yeah, that on the Dan Patrick Show. $15.99 a month, and you're completely safe in your house. We'll monitor everything that goes on in your house. You have complete strangers monitoring your sex life, your children in the bathroom. And they're not selling your hot daughter's surveillance to guys to masturbate to? Are you aware of what happened with the guys in the NSA that had it wasn't porn, it was actually surveillance. Do you understand? It wasn't porn, it was surveillance. It wasn't porn, it was surveillance. It was legally spied on or legally watched stuff that they were selling for profit. It wasn't porn, it was surveillance. They think it was porn because it was sex videos. Have a nice day, America.